Okay, yeah, we live now. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we want to start off by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh,
Hashem.
the honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also I want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you brothers and sisters can see, we got a special guest for us today. A brother from GMS Kansas City. Introduce yourself, brother.
Time, brother Taziar Banyamyan, Yahba Shemiah Shai, Brakatham, to the hopeful elect, and Thwadi Yahba Shemiah Shai for letting us get together for this lesson.
Yeah, man.
Special guest. Almost put the hand clap and the crowd sound effect.
Put it on that, brother. Yeah, man. But so back with another live to the spirit of Yahweh, Shai once again, man. And hopes to edify the Lord's elect and to keep you brothers and sisters spiritually on your toes, all right, through prophecy, man. If you've been paying attention to what's going on planet Earth, you see the Lord Yahweh Shai working. And if you don't see him working, then, brother, you need to go to repent and make sure that you are on your toes, so to speak, man. All right? This thing is heating up, man. Things are tight up around the world. All right? The Lord is working, or he's working, okay? He's bringing all kind of plagues. Things are happening, man. And for us as believers, we got to keep on watching and keep on praying, man, okay? Because what Esau has coming down the pipe is going to affect the whole world.
Right.
And this, this live here, basically is an extension of the last live that we did, about the CBDC, with this social, a credit system and a collapse of the dollar. All of it is tied together, man. Okay. The plans of the elite is to crash this current monetary system and to bring in that new CBDC digital currency that will be backed by, all right, a blockchain system. Okay. And eventually he's going to push out that MOTB, all right, that C-HIP to all the people, man. And we have, videos lined up, different things, precept points, man. And I pray that you brothers and sisters are edified. So go ahead and start a precept, brother. I started a precept, we get that 2 Corinthians.
Time. I get that Corinthians for you. You got some ties?
No, you got it. Y'all got it.
Time. What you wanted, Doc? 2 Corinthians
2:11.
Yeah. The 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right. We're not ignorant of his devices, meaning his thoughts, his plans, his ideas. We're not ignorant to it because we're watching, okay? Through the spirit of Yahweh, we're watching everything that this devil is doing, man. And the main thing that he's doing right now is preparing this CBDC and getting this social credit system in place, man. All of this tied together so that he can have total control over all mankind. He can have control over your finances, control on how you behave, okay? That social credit system, it'll be based on your behavior, man. If you're not complying and doing what they say to do, then they can cut off your money, man, because it's programmable, all right? You can't cut my money off if I got, greenback dollars. But if I'm possessing digital currency, all right, that he's in control of, he can do what he want to do with it, man. And that's going to make people comply, okay? This is a serious thing, man. Go ahead, brother, got something?
Yeah, just got a quick one, man, because the things that we're going to bring out in this lesson, you don't have a lot of, first of all, Christian pastors bringing out, but also Israelites in general, because they want to keep you in a mindset of building here. Great Millstone, we gonna put you in a mindset of wanting to get out of here and watching for the prophecies to do so. So I just got a quick one. This is Jeremiah 14, verse 13. It says, Then I said, Our Lord, behold, the prophets say unto them, Ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you assured peace in this place. Then the Lord said unto me, The prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and a deceit of their heart. So anybody not pushing the collapse of this system and the overall downfall of the Edomites are preaching out of the deceit of their heart. They not preaching out of the Bible itself. But it says, verse 15, Jeremiah 14 and 15, Therefore thus saith the Lord, concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, I sent them not, yet they say sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
Right? By sword and famine. And this will come into you Christian pastors, man. Y'all talking about God bless America, all this BS. Bro, if you're still in a Christian church in 2022, Negro, you deserve to get put to death, man.
You deserve to get.
Come on, man.
God.
Esau not even pushing Christianity no more. Esau not even pushing it, bro. He's pushing this science, all right? This damn AI technology. That's a new wave now, man.
Yep.
Nobody holler about Christianity, but niggas and vocab alone, man. That's it.
Yep.
It's played out, man. Okay? These prophecies are popping off like popcorn, as they say, and we moving forward, man. As the scriptures say, he that is filthy still, let him be filthy. Y'all niggas are crazy, man. And for you other Israelite camps who are not talking about this CBDC as if you don't see it, man, the Most High gonna deal with y'all, man. Y'all see the CBDC being pushed. Y'all see what's going on in the world. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you too busy trying, all right, to have a damn get together and march down the road. Or debate Geno Jenkins, okay? That's madness, man.
Right.
Yeah.
These prophecies are popping off, and you have to warn the sheep, man. This is real, okay? And I also want to say this, brother, to what is it? Heirs of Zion. I saw your comment. I had a brother to reply to it, but Lord willing, our try to get you that info, that email for the garment, the water for that. Yeah, but yeah, man, brother, go ahead with that first video. Unless you got a precept.
Kind of. And if I can add,
Yeah,
just like
that's Heirs of Zion.
kind of. And if I can add, just what y'all was saying too, because one of the main messages of the end times that was gonna be preached by the prophets was that MOTB, man. You know, when you go into Revelation, what that is, 14, I believe, that was one of the main messages that was told by the angels to put out into the earth. So if you're not preaching that, you're really not really warning the people of the seriousness that's coming to this world, man. It's not just none of the prophecies are just regular, but this one is life and death, literally, man. And that's why we're here to warn the people, so it could be no excuses in that day, you see. But that's it, Let me play the vid. I'm gonna go on mute.
Come.
This is the ultimate surveillance tool, isn't it?
That's a lot. I read the title on the page too. So this the page. The title is CBDCs will take your freedom, and while the pound is crashing. And it's from the YouTube page, Leah Heelpern. I see you on the comment board, Arrow. Hey, brothers already claimed.
What is that?
Arrow, I'm messing with Arrow.
Oh.
Shalom.
Oh yeah, brother. Shalom, man.
God, let me play
Earl. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be like that.
Yeah, let me know when you want me to stop it,
Come.
Come.
This is the ultimate surveillance. This is the ultimate surveillance tool, isn't it?
Absolutely, and anonymity isn't even the worst of our problems. The worst of our problems is the fact that it's going to be programmable. Because it is digital, it means the money can be programmed to be spent in any way in which the central bank or the government decides. So one of my particular concerns is the World Economic Forum, because they're talking about implementing a carbon allowance. Now, this means each individual will be given a certain amount of, whether it's credit or whatever it is, carbon that they are allowed to emit. And how do they implement that? Through a central bank digital currency. So if I buy too many plane tickets, or if I buy too much meat, because those things are all supposedly very bad for the environment, my money when I go to fill up my car could then be declined. So now they're literally controlling what we can and can't do with our money. It's also important to realize that the money can expire. So during times of economic uncertainty, central banks love to print lots and lots of money, which causes inflation. But we could get to a point where they say, instead of printing money, you have to spend at least 10% of your savings in the next 3 months. If you don't spend that money in the next 3 months, then that money is going to expire. And if you can't save money, well, then you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. You're always going to be a slave to the system. And, I don't think people really understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you don't have freedom of money, you don't have freedom of anything. Dan, I know you talk about the Second Amendment. If they don't need to necessarily get rid of the Second Amendment, but they can just say they can program your money so that you can't actually go and buy a gun. So again, it really is the most tyrannical form of surveillance we will ever see. When they control the money, they control the world.
Yeah, this is why I love your podcast. I honestly think you're one of the few people that gets the threat from these digital currencies. I only got about 30 seconds left, but just quickly, the Bank of England, despite being in a massive inflationary global crisis, has decided they're going to start printing more money through a quantitative easing program. This isn't going to stop this inflation crisis. The minute the politics heat up, they just start printing again.
Absolutely. The more debt that we get into, the only way to get out of it is to continue printing money. They announced tax cuts. They announced that they're going to be deregulating the market, which caused the crash. And as a result, because there's no more, they're not going to be collecting as much money because of the tax cuts, they're going to have to borrow more money, more debt. How do you solve that? Printing more money and inflation. So I'm a huge advocate for Bitcoin.
Laya, thanks a lot for your time. I really appreciate it. Congrats with the show. It's great.
Thank you, Dan.
This is the ultimate.
Right. As you said, man, this new CBD system, man, all right, is going to be controlling your money. And if they control your money, they control your life, man. That no man might buy and sell, say he didn't have the mark, or the name, what it be, so the number of his name. That's what we're heading to, man. You have to be a blind fool, man, not to see this. This is exactly what the Apostle John wrote down, man. Them having total control over your life, okay? That social credit score is all going to be tied into it, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I got that Rev 13 for you real quick.
Con, you got it, brother.
Con, this Revelation 13, and I'll start at 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, meaning X'd out. If you go to one of them words, it means to be X'd out, meaning shut out of society, basically. Okay, and our brother get the word. But yeah, man, if you don't bow down to this system that is being implemented, all right before our eyes, you will be shut out of society, man.
Yeah, and they had already started that. That's why 2020 and beyond, it was just a test run. We always say this because there were certain parts in the year where if you didn't have your juice cards, you wasn't getting in no restaurants. Right. If you didn't have them juice cards, you wasn't doing a lot of stuff, man. So now people are used to having requirements to get certain access to parts of society, man. Now that's just in their brain.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, this is real, man. Okay. This is serious. Brother got the definition pulled up. I'll go ahead. You got it, brother.
You got to think too, because people either say, "Well, ain't nobody getting chips in their head." Well, yeah, there is. With Elon Musk, I believe it's Neuralink. You
Right.
hear stories about people who was blind and they get the device in their head, now they can see. They was paralyzed, now they can walk. A monkey was playing Donkey Kong because he got a chip in his head. So we already seeing these things happen in the earth, so nobody can say that it's not. We seeing it, man. And this is the beginning. Imagine when all hell really break loose, how they gonna push it. You need to see an emergency situation, you know. But nevertheless, I read it again and I get that definition. So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And this, again, is Revelation 13 and 15. It says that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you ain't willing to get down with what they say, these new laws and decrees, you're going to be killed. Now, of course, is a physical death as well, because it mentioned those who going to have to get under a guillotine. But that's also first and foremost, as well as a physical death. I want to say, spiritual as far as in a society as well. You will be put out of society, man. And I'm gonna let the definition speak. So when you go to that word "kill," the word is Strong's G615, and when you go to the root word of this is G575, which is apple. And I'll blow it up. It says of what for kill? It says of separation, local separation. You ain't going to the gas stations no more, the CVS's. You ain't getting no insulin no more, no stores, right? And look, then it says, what it is, second Ezra 15, that a man go desire to go into the city and not be able.
Not be able, yeah, con.
Some people, some of these checkpoints, if you want to go to the other city, you might have to have this MOTB in you, man.
Right.
You see? If not, it says local separation after verbs of motion from place, i.e., from departing or fleeing.
Right. You can't leave when you want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Doc.
Yep. Kind of says of separation of apart from the whole. You being X'd out of society, man. And again, that's that social credit score. I don't know if brothers and sisters out there, if y'all ever checked that out on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Netflix. Is a TV series. It's called Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Right? Black Mirror. And it's good because when you watch it, they got a lot of stuff that's hidden. But us who the Lord opened up our eyes to understand his knowledge, to understand what's going on, we can pick it apart to see the secret that they're trying to throw out there. But nevertheless, it's a scene on there. And if the Lord will, we might play a part of it. But it's an episode on there to where it was all about your credit score. You had to get down with society, be nice to everybody, right? Just to get by and buy in other words. And you had this woman, her credit score started falling. And as you see, as it started falling, she was slowly getting X'd out of society. People ain't want to be around her no more. Hey, what's that other movie? Demolition Man.
Right.
Sylvester Stallone and what his name is? Who played Blade?
Yeah. Wesley
Snipes. Yeah, Wesley Snipes. They was in. If you did something wrong, you would get a ticket. So you see, already there was conditioning people's mind to see what was going to be in the future with what? A social credit score. And it's not no thing. They just talked about it on this video. Right? Look, Glenn Beck, he up next. He on deck. Social credit score, man. So we see these things actually playing out in real life time.
Yeah. Right. And if you brothers and sisters, want to see an example of the social credit score, look at China.
Yep.
That's what they're doing in China right now, man. They're monitoring the people, everything. Okay. But Glenn Beck gonna go into it, in a while, but gonna play the video. Glenn Beck gonna speak about it. And other people, all right? But go ahead, brother.
Yeah. Just want to make that point on that first video, because they said they're gonna tie in your carbon footprint with the whole global warming thing. They're gonna tie that into the money. She gave an example where if somebody ate meat earlier in the day, they had a point to control the money where they might not be able to get that gas. So just because you didn't want to eat a fucking plant burger, you know,
Right.
you don't want to have a plant burger for lunch. You can only put $5 in your tank when you go to the gas station. That's how
Right.
cruel this man is trying to get and controlling.
Right. And see, Jake don't see the severity in that.
Yeah.
Esau is that crazy.
Yeah,
Like, he really that crazy.
Yeah, he is.
If you buy a cheeseburger on Monday,
Yeah.
you can't buy now Tuesday. You
Yep.
have to hold out.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got a preset.
Yeah, go ahead, but it's like, go ahead.
No, you're right. Just going with that real quick. Second, that Thessalonians 2 verse 4, it said, "Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High."
Yeah. This is him manifesting himself that he's God, man. Total control over your life, bro. A damn carbon foot. Why are you tracking me like this, bro? This madness. Go ahead, brother, with the Oh yeah. We did that.
Con. I was man, I think man Shimala was talking about this not too long ago. Because hey, you remember the first lockdown? You remember we used to go to restaurants, you had the big menus, you could look at it.
Right.
Then went to the lockdown, came back, all of a sudden everybody got the what's the shit you got to put?
QR code.
Yeah, QR code shit. So look, if another tragic event happened when we come back, or even before this, as you see, you already got people, and this is up-to-date news. This 2022, May 11, 2022, August 10th, 2022. People already in certain restaurants putting the carbon footprint information on the menus. I'm gonna go to Google Images so y'all can kind of get an image. So when you go up in there, you look at it, and you got to buy something that's sufficient for your carbon footprint, for your credit. So you just, like the brother say, you just can't get a steak no more if you feel like a steak because you might be putting off too much emissions, man.
Right.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Hey, Esau, bro. This gonna get that. Look, this gonna really blow people's minds, man. These Americans, they love to eat meat. These people are obese, man. Like they are very gluttonous. So to tell them that they can't go and do something, oh man, brother, he's gonna go down.
Yeah,
it's gonna go down. Hey man, this is beautiful. Go ahead,
so this, for example, this is a menu, and I'm just on Google Images. It got more, but you see at the top when it says, for reference, eating just one UK produced beef burger can generate as much as 3,050, I believe that's grams of carbon CO2 emissions. So, and then they give you the information says, which is the equivalent of driving the average UK car up to 10 miles. So if you eat a beef burger, they saying that's like you wasting 10 miles of gas putting emissions in the air. So you can't do it no more.
man.
When you look right here on the side, it give you a list. So if you wanted marinated mushrooms with anchovies and cannelli bean and caper pinto, that's 152 grams of CO2. The next one 160. So you got to monitor that with your social credit score, and you can't go over the limit, man.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
right.
Crazy, bro. Y'all
and
got
your
it.
dollar is tied to that. So when you try to go over it, ain't gonna allow you to buy it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a cap on it because you're gonna be there. No, you can't buy it. Why?
Oh, even Chipotle, fast food.
Right. Hey, look, man. Esau finna really make you people go crazy, boy. He's finna make y'all go crazy.
Man.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute, bro.
Yeah, please pay close attention to what Glenn Beck about to say. Because the Federal Reserve, I don't about to do this.
Salaki, if brother see niggas on here like this, bro, man, go ahead and just take them off. You know what I mean? Just brothers with their go just take them off, you know?
What happened now?
Now there's a scarf on scarf.
Yeah, madness.
Yeah, brothers whoever got their ranchers, you know, get busy, man. Salaki,
boy. It's cool, it's cool.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Come. Hey, stop it at the 18 mark.
I got you.
Yeah, stop it at 17.
So this is Glenn Beck, and I read the title. His page, Glenn Beck, it says, "Expose the Fed and big banks to test social credit scores."
Don't worry, don't matter, but just know that that is actually a possibility on the horizon. And what is our Fed doing today? Our Fed has made a major announcement. They're having a pilot exercise. Let's get all the pilots out and let's have them do jumping jacks. Not that kind of pilot exercise. This one is for ESG social credit scores. Now, Stu, help me out. A social credit score is what exactly?
Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
It's a way to rate your quality as an individual. Do you support the common goals of this society, this social contract we all have with each other?
Right, but it's nothing like what's happening in China.
Oh, it's almost exactly what's happening in China.
Really?
Yes.
They call that a social credit score?
That's exactly what they call it.
Huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the Federal Reserve announces a major pilot exercise for ESG social credit score system.
Oh.
6 of the nations, this is according to the Fed, last Thursday, 6 of the nation's largest banks will participate in a pilot climate scenario analysis. It's an exercise to designed to enhance the ability of supervisors and firms to measure and manage climate-related financial risks. Scenario analysis, in which the resilience of a financial institution is assessed under different kind of hypothetical climate scenarios, is an emerging tool to assess climate-related financial risk. There will be no capital or supervisory implications from the pilot. In other words, they're just working with the big banks to monitor their ability to comply with the ruling class's preferred environmental status, technocratic tyranny. That's all they're doing.
But no impact
nothing
of that.
more.
Nothing will come of it.
No.
They're just doing it for fun. Everyone loves to come up with a new algorithm for fun.
Right, because this is going to assist people. This is going to help people.
Yes, it's always helping.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you got that going for you. So once they get this pilot program through, it's just going to sit on the shelf and do nothing.
Right. That's why every pilot program, when you, like, for example, you create a new pilot for a situation comedy.
Correct.
You always know you're making one episode and it's never going to be seen by anybody. You don't have a desire to get it on the air so that you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars. You just want to make that one pilot and then put it on the shelf. You can tell your family about how you made a pilot once, and that's the end of your story.
Amen.
You never want to go farther than that.
Nope. Bank of America, Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, and Wells Fargo, all part of the pilot program. And that's going to begin early next year.
The pilot you made is being considered by ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox.
Now, all those banks that he just named are pretty much American-based banks that we have, man, and they're all taking part in this little scheme that the Fed wants to do, to where your social credit score, all right, the CBDC, is tied to that, man. This is real. Okay.
And if you notice, when he was reading the description of it, once again, they bring it up under the basis of climate. See, this is how evil this man is. The same nigga that created plastic, the same nigga that drops chemtrails in the air, now wants you to think that he's so concerned about the earth that we need to adjust our spending or adjust, our money to reduce the climate crisis. Like he actually cares about this. No, he's using that as a guise to put people under more and deeper slavery, man.
Right? That's his goal, man. Total control. Total control, man. All right, and I'll get the scripture here. Esau, man. This nigga is crazy. Oh, brother. Oh, you had it. Go to verse 16, Revelation 13. Sluggy, you had it. Go to verse 16, you know.
Okay. So like, hold on, I'm putting this vid up.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it. There's Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right. And day by day, we see this coming to pass, man. That see here, that's the end goal, man. Is to get you people to take that see here and to comply. Okay? He calls it all. So in order for him to do that, he's gonna have to, to make something happen on a global scale. To where all the nations say, look, we need to go and follow that way to get back on track with things. That's what it's gonna be, man. Very, very soon. Okay? They have to collapse this current system that we have. It gotta go. And once they get rid of this current system, that CBDC gonna be the answer, man. And they're talking about implementing that in like early 2023. But who knows? But they're saying they want to implement it in early 2023, but it remains to be seen. All right? But he's gonna cause all to do this. Go ahead, brother.
And that's early 2023 without a emergency, without a false flag, without a catastrophic event. Because if something like that happened, everything will speed up, bro.
Right.
But verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Man. That's where we at, man. This social credit score gonna be a part of it. If you're doing a little bit too much, you can't look. Nah. You caught a flight this week and at a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Then you put 25 on the tank.
Right, yeah. You're doing too much. That's it for you. No more.
Time. Yeah. If you notice in the news, they speaking of an energy crisis as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That once again, they tying everything. All roads lead to the MOTB, man. Because they could say, oh, we don't have enough electricity. We don't have enough energy to supply the city. So we need to have a digital one to monitor everybody's spending to make sure we got enough. You see how it goes, man?
Yeah. That's Esau. Go ahead, brother.
If it's cool, I'll give our players a quick little vid.
Oh yeah, but you got it.
So and this from 3 years ago. So again, the point is, imagine how much more further they are with these plans. But it says this from France 24 English, which is the page. It says China ranks good and bad citizens with what? With social credit system. And if you see even on the faces, as even in America, you got cameras everywhere. Hey, self-checkouts now. You got a camera looking right at you, you know? Right. When you walk in the aisles in Walmart, it says smile, you on camera. Certain shit like that gonna pull up just like you see on these people's face, your credit score. Again, just like that TV show Black Mirror, for those who haven't seen it. When you walk by somebody, you put your phone up, seeing their credit score, like, nah, I ain't fuck with that nigga. You know? So I'm gonna play a little bit of this vid. And brothers, y'all can chime in if y'all want. Just let me know when to stop it.
They're constantly monitored by facial recognition cameras that are able to instantly put a face to a name. Now, the Chinese are also ranked, given a mark out of a possible 950 points. A score in the 700s is considered good. Around the 500 mark is not. For now, the number is a sort of bank credit rating, keeping track of everyone's spending habits.
I think being ranked is a good thing. A society has to have rules.
It forces us to be well behaved.
It may seem scary, but it's just like that here. We're used to it. And anyway, we don't have a choice.
But in an effort to keep all of its subjects in line, Beijing is taking the system a step further in 2020. It's aggregating data gathered by banks, private companies, and the state to rate if someone's a good or bad citizen.
By using the most data possible, the so-called big data, the system will play an important role in rebuilding a moral society.
The state will go over every detail of a person's life with a fine-tooth comb: their financial situation, spending habits, career, even behavior on social media. Criticizing the government online or displaying outward signs of wealth is a no-no. On the other hand, praising the party or giving blood increases your social credit. Xiao Wen Wang is a model displaying outward signs of wealth, home, a financial situation, spending habits, career, even behavior on social media. Criticizing the government online or displaying outward signs of wealth is a no-no. On the other hand, praising the party or giving blood increases.
Yeah.
So like I give out they said criticizing the government and outward signs of cash, you get a bad credit score. So if we keep prophesying, what you think our credit score would be? Now also it says nigga who flaunt money, so niggas can't stunt no more.
Right.
Hey, niggas ain't gonna better stunt. But it said if you praise the government, if you give blood, if you get down with society, your credit score will go up. So what they force you into? Submission, man.
Submission.
Right. That NWO, you got it, bro. Salaki.
No, you heard those people gonna say, oh, ain't nothing wrong with this, this is good. This forces us to behave better, to do better. Man, shut your ass up. Right. Look, bro. Brothers and sisters gotta understand that this gonna affect us, especially us on the highways and byways. Oh yeah. Bro, our shit gonna be negative. Negative. Okay. Yeah. And brothers gotta know this, man. Our lives gonna change. Okay. Our lives gonna change drastically. When this digital currency comes, this social credit score, it's gonna change everything, but a whole thing gonna change. Okay? And this is why you gotta cleave to your how about you know shine, man. Because if you got the law, you got everything. Okay, to hell with Esau, social credit score, and all this madness, his MOTB. We have the living God, Yahweh, by Shimi Hawashai.
Appreciate.
Go ahead, Doc.
Proverbs 23, verse 4, it says, labor not to be rich and cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. And then especially when it gets time to these CBDCs and, ultimately with the chocolate chip, man, it's going to be a certain point in time where Jake is going to do things to maintain a certain lifestyle, to maintain a certain image. You see, us, we gave that up, man. We gave that up a long time ago. So whether, having money and having not, it shouldn't affect us spiritually, because we looking for treasures in heaven more than, things on this earth.
Right. And this is why the Apostle John said to love not the world, man.
Yeah.
Little things that are in it, And I'll grab the precept real fast. And you know what? I'll grab this one first inside of 1 Corinthians 7:31. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. We use this world, all right, to go to work, and pay bills, do things like that, but we don't abuse it, man. Meaning we try to, to make a living in this world, trying to come up in this world, man. No. Because this getting ready to pass away ultimately due to destruction. All right. So we, you know what I'm saying, get our daily bread, man, but we're not banking on this system, bro.
Yeah.
Jake, in the world, they banking on this system, man.
Yeah.
For each and everything. Okay. As the curse says, in one of all things. Jake going hard, man. Trying to get that mighty dollar. And Esau doing that. So when this social credit score come in, all right, and these CBDCs, Jake gonna clean up his act, man. For Esau's sake, not for the Lord's sake, for Esau's
sake. Crazy.
Jake gonna stop gang banging.
Yep.
Right, gonna tuck his shirt in.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be real, man. But that social media shit though, man, bro, it's gonna be so many people. It's gonna be so many people gonna have low scores, man. People are dumb. Okay, you dumb TikTokers, all you people out there, man, they're gonna look, y'all gonna be hollering, begging for their credit score to go up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, brother.
No, they will be willing to do anything. But like I said, Salagi, like I said about Moses in Hebrews 11, that he put aside Egypt and he rather to suffer with his people than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. Because once you get done with this, eventually you go fall into that credit score BS, and then the next step will be getting the MOTB. You will be so caught up in this world, you could be willing to get that thing just to get by in society, not knowing it's only a couple seconds in the Lord's eyes left for this society, man. He said, "No, you got a short time, so you ain't about to get this device in you and just live a happy life and die old. No, man, it's pleasures of sin for a season. So it's better just to fight for the Lord than to get something so you can buy and sell and drive to the next city and still post on social media and look good in these people's eyes, but in the eyes of the Lord, now you gotta die, man. So which one? And just like it said about Moses in that same verse, but he knew that the gift and the reward of the law was gonna be far better than what Egypt could give him, man. You see, like that brother Cabot in New Orleans said, we got two options. Either we could die for the Lord, or we can die by the Lord. By the Lord, man. Choose ye. You know? Yeah. But I'll play a little bit more walking. We'll go to the next visit if y'all ain't got nothing else.
Go ahead, brother.
Come. Let's see.
On social media, criticizing the government online or displaying outward signs of wealth is a no-no. On the other hand, praising the party or giving blood increases your social credit. Xiao Wen Wang is a model citizen. She lives in Nanjing, a testing ground for social ranking. Married with a child, she has a job in a retirement home, no debts, and she wouldn't dream of jaywalking.
As a good citizen, I respect the rules of the road. If I didn't, I'd lose points on my social credit.
In theory, everything can be taken into account in the social score, even the most innocuous errands like supermarket shopping. When Xiao Wen Wang makes an electronic payment, her purchases tell the state a lot about her. Buying cigarettes would count against her. On the other hand, nappies show she's an attentive mother. Beer could indicate alcoholism. She'd be better off buying water. In this pilot city of 8 million people, there are only 18,000 model citizens. For Xiao Wen Wang, there are perks to be had, such as paying half price for the bus.
I get discounts for all public services, even at museums. And the library is free for me, thanks to my score.
A good score brings benefits, but people with low scores lose rights. The cinema names and shames people considered untrustworthy, plastering their details, even their addresses across big.
Wow. That's gonna be
Well, I just about to say that that's gonna be I said the world go ahead and just for the gospel's sake, for his sake, but even his too. Hey, y'all got it.
Hey, this shit is wild, bro. This is wild. Putting your face all across the big screen, like imagine they put your face on Times Square saying, "Look, this."
Damn.
These guys are complying. Look at them. They're bad citizens. Stay away from them.
Yeah. They said they put the address up.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
This is extreme, bro. But these are the lengths that they're willing to go to get you to comply, man. Total control, man. All right? This is real. You other Israelite camps who playing games, man, the blood of your followers is on your hand, man. Y'all not talking about this. Y'all not talking about the social credit score, the CBDCs. Y'all don't even touch on the topics, man. But this is where the world is headed. And then you had the IUIC to say that if you get the MOTB, you can repent from it. Y'all playing games, man. And brother, hey, I get to comment out GMS Kingdom out it. Get that comment, bro.
All right, shalom to the elder. Y'all wish my shop Barakatham to everybody on the comment board.
Shalom. Yeah. Jake gonna read that black and mild. All right. You niggas out there, man. He's trying to make you niggas comply, man. This is serious, okay? We show you brothers and sisters this information so that you can be on your toes, man. So that you can know the severity of what's coming out of the pipe. Esau for the real deal do this on a global scale, man.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Come on, bro, you got it.
Ezekiel 33:6. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Come. A lot of you so-called Israelite leaders, y'all gonna get judged by the Lord, man. All right, you can leave a comment now because you had me, brother.
Okay.
All right, yeah, brother. Go ahead and finish it out, brother. Unless you got anything else.
I'll finish it a little bit. But hey, I want to get that Genesis 47. Whenever, we done with the vids with Joseph, though, because that paint a beautiful picture with Joseph in Egypt. Right. When people got desperate and the money failed in Egypt, right? The money about to fail now. But when the money failed in Egypt, those people was willing to go to Joseph and give up everything, man. And they gave up everything just to survive, man. The same thing will happen in these times, in this new Egypt, and shared across the world. But I'll play a little bit, the rest of it.
But people with low scores lose rights.
And the library is free for me, thanks to my school.
A good score brings benefits, but people with low scores lose rights. The cinema names and shames people considered untrustworthy, plastering their details, even their addresses, across big screens.
It's a matter of principle. Those people have to be condemned.
Those people aren't honest, so they have to pay the price.
It's only right to pay your debts. You have to blacklist those that don't.
The Supreme Court has created a blacklist for so-called bad citizens, those whose ratings have dropped to 0. On it are companies, but also 23 million people to date. Among them is this journalist Liu Hu. He got a little too close to uncovering corruption among high-profile party members. After being sued for defamation by the subject of a story he'd written, he was blacklisted. He only realized when he tried to buy a train ticket and was told he was banned from traveling.
That tells me I'm still on the blacklist.
Punished because he's been branded untrustworthy by the state.
Once you're blacklisted, you can no longer get a bank loan, start a business, buy an apartment, or even send your children to a private school.
Yu Hu is among a tiny minority of people who have dared to criticize the system, which some are calling a digital dictatorship.
I worry because I think many people like me will be deprived of individual freedoms, and all of us will live with restrictions of one kind or another.
After our meeting, Yu Hu learned that his name had been removed from the blacklist, but he still has a long way to go if he does.
It's heavy, man.
Man, that's heavy. You got it out. And the elder got a precept real quick. Proverbs, and you got it on out. Proverbs 25:19. It says, confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Man, you trusting in Esau. As soon as it's time for you to plant, that try to plant your shit all out of you fall. Now you falling. You're gonna fall, you falling for his tricks. Like it's saying 2 Thessalonians 2, of our people who got wooed off his miracles and his deception, that's gonna be the same ones who will have to go through that torment, man. Because you trusted in this man, him in the system, thinking that was the right way. Real quick, Proverbs 28:15, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people, man.
Right. And that's Esau. That's Esau to a T. They at least gonna do this, man. They at least gonna make you people's lives and live in hell.
Yeah.
Make you comply, man. Like the dude said that he couldn't go, get on the train, can't get a loan, can't start a business.
You say you can't get an apartment.
Apartment, that's bro. You can't get nowhere to stay. That mean that poverty gonna go up, man. Homelessness for certain people, man.
Hey, Ak, you know what that is? What we went to in Revelation 13. He was separated from everybody else.
Right,
He's being killed right now. You got it, bro.
Right, yeah. This is exactly what happened to his age. He was shut out from society, pretty much. So not all the way shut out, but he was in debt to them, man. So hey, this is what's coming down the pipe, brothers and sisters. Our little lives we got here, the little companies we got here in Babylon, definitely be taken away, man.
Yeah.
This fourth industrial revolution is going to affect us in the flesh. Meaning our jobs, buying shit. It's gonna be real, man. If you don't have that C hip, you will not be able to operate in this world, man. But the Lord has a way out for us, and that's through him. That's our only way, bro. That's the only way out this thing, man. Is through Yahweh Shah, bro. There's no other way.
Right.
Appreciate.
Go ahead, brother.
It's Sirach 21:4. It says, to terrify and do wrong will waste riches. Thus the house of proud men shall be made desolate. Cause they bringing terror upon the earth. they doing people all the way wrong, man. So right. Say thus the house of proud men shall be made desolate. Verse 5, Sirach 21:5. A prayer out of a poor man's mouth reacheth to the ears of the Most High, and his judgment cometh speedily.
Yep. Hey, man. The other video, yeah, please. Yeah, don't forget the other video, brother.
This one?
Yeah, that one right there. Right, yeah, that one.
God, let me go on mute. Hey, he said Eve OnlyFans page you gonna be getting strikes, and Jake NBA 2K career mode gonna be disabled.
Right.
Hey, Jake gonna get their VCs taken away.
Woo! Hey man, Jake, bro, look, if Jake can't play 2K, man, Jake gonna tear the world up, man. Man. You know how much a nigga love to play Madden, man?
I can real.
Okay. Jake, hey, look, Jake gonna comply. If Jake ain't about the Balenciagas, right?
Yeah,
Fendi, Amari, right? The bust downs. If Jake can't go get them items,
he's
gonna lose it.
Man,
niggas are fucking. Jake is crazy, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
Kind of, and what Jared Salente said, I believe, when you don't have nothing else to lose, what you lose next? You lose it, man.
Right.
And that it is your mind. Mind knock when their comforts go away.
Right. Jake mind already lost.
Can I just tell him when to stop?
Yeah, let's about About 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah, like the 7:30 minutes.
Value. But their corrupt fiat money system is breaking down, and they must introduce a new system to maintain their power, and this new system must be digital central bank money, the CBDC. This printing fiat money was the last attempt by the financial elites to plunder people's assets in the dying financial system. 2022 is the historical end point of the fiat money and must be replaced by a new financial system that is called the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. Here I will give a prediction with an exact date. Mark this. The introduction of the CBDC by the central bank will be on March 20, 2023. But before the introduction of the CBDC, the old financial system must be completely crashed down. The best strategy to reach a financial super crash is the hyperinflation. Remember billions and trillions of fiat money that was printed by the USA and EU central banks in 2022, 2021, and 2022 that turned your fiat money into trash. But from people's perspective, what would be the reason to leave the use of cash money, which allows the people to freely use their cash money? Why will people accept the digital money? That means nothing else than to give up the basic right to use own money the way they want, when they want, and where they want. The financial elites had to find here very good logical and practical reasons to let people to accept the use of a totally surveilled and controlled digital currency. One of these reasons was the health and hygiene issue, since a digital currency cannot transfer any microbes. Another reason was the prevention of money laundering, since digital currency transfer can be surveilled at all times, everywhere, and in case of need, the system can simply block the transfer of money or the entire account. Further reasons are practical daily reasons, like the prevention of theft, losing money, cost of cash money production and storage, and so on. Despite the fact that elites bring very logical and practical reasons, people are still not so naive to give up their freedom to use their cash money so easily. So, another very dramatic incident must happen that people must accept the digital currency. This incident is the total crash of the financial system in all countries at almost the same time, with the hyperinflation that began in July 2022 and will reach exorbitant highs in December 2022 to prepare the world for the CBDC. The economies of all countries are going to be crashed to the bottom. The middle class people will go under the poverty line, and the small and medium-sized enterprises will be getting bankrupt so that they are the first group to be.
Hey, did you hear how he said that basically the financial markets, all countries going to be collapsed? It's look.
Yeah, you gotta take yourself off mute.
Okay, yeah, come. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but basically, he said basically that all the financial markets around the world, among these nations, got to be collapsed at the same time. Now, if that happened, Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all. If everybody is falling at the same time, pretty much like that, around the world, what you think gonna happen, man? They're gonna come in with their MOTB saying, look, this is the way now. This digital currency, man. And they said it at the World Economic Forum openly. They said all nations will go digital. They said it openly, man. So we know what the Apostle John wrote down was true. He's talking about it here in the video, man.
Yeah.
So if you can't see that the MOTB is the C-HIP, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, brother or sister out there. Real talk. Because it ain't Christianity, it's not an embargo, it's not the white woman, it's not 666 white men. That's complete madness. That is complete madness, man.
Yep.
It's not the American politics, as IUIC said. Oh, it's American politics. Oh, it's the military. But y'all tripping, man. It's everything but the MOTB, right? Or the C-HIP, I should say. is everything but that. Man, the Most High gonna deal with Jake, man. Okay, bring out some precepts on the comment board. I'll get them back. Carl, you on mute.
Come. GMS Kingdom on 144, Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. You got it, bro.
Right, yeah, man. That judgment ultimately. All right, coming upon Jake for trusting in oppression, for trusting in this system, man. When it's clear that Esau is not for our turn, okay? This devil only seeks to destroy us, man. But see, Jake's so bold that they can't even see it. So Jake gonna trust in this oppression, in this coming CBDC system, man. This man finna take over the whole world and make everybody's lives a living hell unless they comply, man. Esau wants you to acquiesce to this MOTB system, man. That's what he wants. Go ahead, brother.
Appreciate. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, "But what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory they may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Hamashiach. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." And how Esau is going to package this whole deal, he's going to package himself as an angel of light. Because once the current market crashed and the dollar means nothing but, toilet paper and, firewood, the same thing that happened in Germany, Esau is going to bring this new CBD system, including, the C-HIP together as a savior, man. It's going to be just what you niggas needed right on time, man. All the stacks, Jake do the money arm, that don't mean nothing no more. Right. So when Esau brings this to you, you are going to take it, like what they say, hook, line, and sinker, man.
Right. And Esau has something called universal basic income.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, if you brothers and sisters get a chance, look up universal basic income. Yeah. All right. Listen to the name, universal basic income. To where the government is going to be paying you a monthly allowance, all right, to so-called sustain yourselves, man, to help you out, so to speak. And guess what? It's going to be through the CBDC. They already said it.
Yeah.
It's going to be through that digital currency, man. And they say you can get up to like $2,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when Jake hear that, man, boy, going to be a line from California to New York of niggas to get that to see here, man.
Yeah. But
because
you had that spirit now.
Right.
Like because the unemployment.
Right.
Niggas, bro, it's a work shortage in the world because niggas stack so much in unemployment.
Right.
It's like, I mean, cut you off.
Oh, no, but you got it. Right? You good, man. Hey, this is real. The warning has been going out, man. If you can't see this thing, brother, I don't know what to tell you. Sister out there, I don't know what to tell you, man. But this is where the world is heading. Go ahead, brother, the video.
Real quick, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. He calls of all, right? Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. This is what I was talking about. Everybody gonna be tempted, man, one way or another. You see, whether it's you seeing your kids starve, you starve, suffering, your conscience gonna be messing with you to go get that thing. But Yahweh Shai, our hope is he gonna keep us from this. But I just wanted to get that to show it's gonna be an hour of temptation that's gonna try all the world. Like it said right here.
Hey, your brother about the Maya posted a definition here. Get that.
Con. It says universal basic income. A universal basic income will provide everyone with the level of income to ensure they could meet basic needs such as food, housing, and clothing while giving them additional support if they needed it during challenging times.
Now, what that sound like to you? What that sound like to you, man?
It says programmable money is coming too.
Yes, that's it. He's not gonna do it through the super, but he's gonna do it through that digital CBDC system, man, to provide you with what you need to stay afloat, man. This is real, okay? But Jake did, so-called a conspiracy theories, huh? And it's a GMS be talking about conspiracy theories. Nigga, what is you talking about? Esau is saying this openly at the World Economic Forum, man. What we're saying in this video, Esau did already said it, man. The nigga came out and said it already. We just show you through scriptures and videos like, look, man, it's really written in the scriptures already. Show you how valid the Most High God word is, man. And that you should fear it. Knowing that such things are coming out of the pipe, man. This ain't no freaking game, bro. You got a lot of guys in Israel playing, man.
Yeah.
But Lord not playing. This is why it said the scripture that the Lord is long suffering to us word, man. Not that any should perish, but that all of us should come to repentance. Man, get right, bro. All of us. I know I still had to straighten up some more. Striving to get better, growing some more, man. Hoping that, I get to a level to where, I ain't moved by all this stuff, man. This is a fight, bro. This shit finna get real very soon, dog.
Yeah.
All of us. Brothers got kids, man. Got wives. If you can't buy nothing, if you can't go home and pay your rent and provide food, what you think that woman gonna do, man? You think she gonna stick around because she love you so much? No. More than likely she'll go get that MOTB so that she can get some food, man.
Yeah.
And she'll feed them kids.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real out here, man. Your parents, your family members, you watch and see, man. Everybody gonna be affected by this stuff, bro. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, Baba Kasha, if I can, bro, just to get this example with Joseph in Egypt.
Come on. Oh, yeah, come on.
Saying, and what we watch on these videos is not far-fetched, because even our forefather, back in Egypt, he did it for an example, man. But it wasn't a wicked way as Esau gonna do it. You feel me? But just to get that example to show it's possible, man. How much more in these times? But real quick, this is Genesis 47. And I'm going to start at 13. It says, and there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt, just like Esau trying to gather up all his current dollars and this old way of doing things. It says in the land of Canaan for the corn which they brought, and Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when money failed in the land of Egypt, so when these people spent all their money trying to survive, it says the money failed, they ain't had no more. So what's going to happen? Look, you see it on the screen. The economies of all countries are going to be crashed to the bottom. So when money fell, when its current economy and monetary system fell, right? It says, verse 15, and when money fell in the land of Egypt and in all the land of Canaan, and all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, so this was the citizens did. Once they realized, damn, we ain't got no more money. How we going to get by? They went to the government. Remember, Joseph's like the vice president. So they went to the government, and this is what they said, just to show you how desperate these people are going to be, man. And look, so this is how they going to cause people. Going to put you in the back against the wall situation. You're going to be starving, right? Your children suffering and can't pay rent. So they're going to cause you to get down with the system, just like Joseph caused these people. So it says, verse 15, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence, for the money faileth? And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. So Joseph said, look, since the money fell, give me your cattle, and then I'll feed you. Again, giving up their resources. Cattle could be food, cattle could be money. You see, they giving up their resources to the government to be sustained. CBDCs, universal basic incomes. What's the other one from the CB? The stimulus check. Just to get the stimulus check. But that ain't it. It says, and they brought their cattle unto Joseph. And brothers, y'all can chime in whenever. It says, and they brought their cattle unto Joseph. And Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses and for flocks and for cattle of herds and for the asses. And he fed them with bread for all their cattle for that year. And when that year was ended, they came unto him a second time. Now they got comfortable off the government helping them out. You see? It says, so they came to him a second time, second year, and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. We ain't got no more of the CBDCs. Right? But
we need more tip points, Jay. We need more tip points, man.
My UBI one.
Like, is that not what you said?
No, I had said my UBI went out, my universal basic income.
Yeah. 2,500.
Yeah, 2,500.
I need that stimulus downloaded,
Right.
So it says, right, our money is spent. It says, my Lord also have our herds of cattle, and there is aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our lands. Damn, Joseph, we already gave you our resources. All that's left is us and our land. It says, wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land. Check this out. Buy us and our land for bread. We'll give ourselves up, Joseph, just so the government can help us. So what these people go do in this time, they go be caused and give their bodies and sit their ass down and put their hand on the table and get that Karak stuck in them to insert that chip, man. You see? That's the same thing what happened in these times. When times got hard, they ran to the government and was vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Willing to do anything. Right. Willing to comply, willing to do anything just to stay afloat, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the people today in this society are super weak, man.
Hell yeah, con.
They're super weak, bro. These people are gonna comply overnight, bro.
Yeah.
Overnight, bro. These people who got, these little fancy houses over here, on a Memorial Arc. These houses on a Memorial. Hey, bro, they're gonna comply so fast. Because if not, they're gonna lose everything. Esau wants you to comply, man. And this is where the word is headed. Go ahead, Doc.
Just want to make a point on that famine. That's coming too, because when this economy drops, these truckers, they not gonna have an incentive to haul shit from halfway across the nation to get it to your town, man. So when the money dropped, the truckers, they're like, hey, what's the point? So it's gonna be a certain time in limbo where, hey, scarcity is real until, and obviously, as we said, they're gonna come with the angel of light, but it's gonna be a period of hard times to where people are gonna beg for this thing, man. And that's why we call the C-hip the digital all, man, because that proves that you are in slavery.
Right. Go ahead, I have a piece about you, brother. Go ahead,
and I'll finish it off. So it says, wherefore, verse 19 in Genesis 47, it says, wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our lands? Buy us and our land for bread. And what the scripture said, one of the definitions in the blue letter for the MOTB for that word mark, it says to imprint cattle or horses. As far as what? slaves, man. So they was willing to give themselves up as slaves right here just to get by. It says, and we in our land will be servants unto Pharaoh, unto Esau, Edom. That's gonna be their new God, man. It says, and give us seed that we may live and not die, and the land be not desolate. And Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, and for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. And as for the people, he removed them to cities from one end of the border to the others of Egypt, put their ass to work. Nowadays it's gonna be like, now you a servant and you go in these concentration camps.
Yep.
You go do Esau say, if not, he gonna cut your chip off, man.
Yep.
And it says to the end of the order. But that's the point, though. You see, this is a little more, but that's the point. These people, as we get an example, way in Genesis, when men was more spiritual, was more strong-minded, but they was willing because the famine. That's just one thing. It's many troubles about to happen in these times.
Right.
Just one trouble. These people was willing to give up everything, all their livelihood, all their resources, even themselves, to the government just to survive. Now we see how easy it is for Esau to cause all, but you got it out. So like
this 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 5, it says, behold, said the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is what prepared me. As the brother speaking about this famine. Jake not considering it. That it's going to actually be an actual famine in the earth, man. Especially here in Babylon the Great. When Jake can't go to McDonald's and get that #1 with cheese, he gonna lose it. He can't go get that 4 for $4. It's not gonna be available, nigga. Then what you gonna do? Turn on each other, right? Start eating your children. I know it sounds crazy to you.
Right.
In your mind, you'll never eat your child, man. Man, the Lord gonna bring a famine so tough in the earth, that will be nothing to you to eat your child, man.
That's right.
Watch and see. Y'all look, your body's already full of chemicals and bugs and trash, man.
Yeah.
When you can't eat and them parasites messing with your mind, them sugars, all that messing with your mind, you're gonna be desperate, bro.
Yeah.
And you're gonna try to eat the first thing you see. Okay? Whether it's your child, right? Or the Balenciaga that's in your closet, you're gonna eat something.
Yeah, the Gucci belt.
They said in 70 AD they was eating leather and shit. So I know Jake was eating shoes with the bedazzles on them and all that.
Yeah, brother. This is what we hear, but I'm just on verse 14, but mind not. You know what? I'll start at verse 12. It says, 2nd Ezra 15 and 12, it says, Egypt shall mourn. Now, this Egypt, brothers and sisters, they're talking about ancient Egypt. Okay? This Egypt is talking about Babylon. This is spiritual Egypt that it's talking about. Read Revelation 11 and verse 8. Okay? This is what Ezra is talking about. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting in hell and with their fearful constellation. So the Lord is going to plague this land, man, to cause an actual famine. Okay? And now everybody get into details of the active effect of when these famines hit, these plagues hit, right? Destruction and death hit. He's going to get into details of what's going to happen and how the people are going to react to it. 14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yeah. Why is that? Yeah. Because hell gonna be in the earth, man.
Right. Yeah.
These people gonna be bugging out, murdering each other, man.
Yep.
Looting, okay? Not sparing nobody's feelings, no children, no elderly. It's gonna be real and raw in these streets, man. We've seen how these people act behind toilet tissue, man.
Yeah.
Behind paper towels.
Hand sanitizer.
I mean, they in the store mauling each other, man.
Popeye's chicken patties and shit.
But brother, tissue, brother, you in there fighting. My grown men and women in there fighting fists. Boom, boom, boom. But tissue.
Niggas getting shot.
Bro, when there's no food, bro, these people gonna lose it, man.
Hey, and all of that happened before the jump shots and the booster came out.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they got this juice in them. They really not right, man.
hey, man, this is real, man. It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Now, sedition means an uprising against the government, basically.
Yep.
When Jake ain't got no food, when times are hard, okay, Jake can't pay his rent, Jake gonna be in the street marching and protesting, man, saying, look, give us this, give us that. And Esau ain't got nothing for you, man. But eventually you're gonna come, look, here you go, MOTB, take this. And you'll be fine with your UIB on that. It says, they shall not regard their keys nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in power. Meaning what? It's gonna get to a point to where these average civilized American people, so-called, are gonna just disregard the cops, okay, the government official, the local officials, say, look, to hell with y'all, we finna just tear this place up and ride and just loot everything because we're starving. We're hungry. Y'all not trying to help us out, so we can just take what we want. That's what it's gonna get to, man. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And I'm sure that we covered that already and showed you how that's gonna happen. But also martial law, man. And look, bro, and at this point, martial law gonna be in the streets. Esau gonna have to bring out them troops to so-called try to get some control, man. Setting up curfews, right? Different things, man. And yes, I said curfew because that's a Mississippi slang. Go ahead, brother. It says, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So nobody gonna spare nobody in that time, man. This is called Jacob's trouble. This is Jacob's trouble, man. When famine, hell is all hell breaking loose. Okay, there is no order in the streets. That's where we're heading to, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. In that time, the only people you can rely on and trust is the brotherhood. And as bro's been saying, it's gonna be a situation where you may not be around brothers, man. So in that, the only thing you have is the names of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, man. That's why we're so fervent for this, because we know that this truth, these names, these scriptures that we constantly repeating and getting in our head, they gonna come in handy, and they gonna increase in value the worse and worse this world gets, man. Simple and plain.
Right? Yeah, man. Lord, to my servant shall eat.
Yeah, come.
Most I promise that, man. This is why we work for the Lord right now, and that time He gonna work for us, man.
Yeah.
That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
I go about a living sacrifice to the Lord now, so that when this thing truly goes down, I have a sure help in the Lord, man. Knowing that I was obedient to what He said to do. Having no doubt going into that, that damn hell that we're going to have to face, man. Because we did everything the Lord said to do. And the Most High, He's not going to bag on His word, man. Anything He said, He's going to do it for us. So that's my faith. He said it, okay, cool. Oh, I'm going to keep on working until the Lord, come through for us, man. Go ahead, you got it, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna finish playing this.
No, you move on. You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters, just check out them videos, man. It's a lot.
I put all of them in the chat too, so y'all check them out.
We just
had that one.
Yeah, you can just end off with
and this one.
No, yeah, just end off with that one right there. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just end off with that one, brother. But you know what? Yeah, I'll play a little bit of that one first. No, not the other one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, just play a little bit of that one first, then go to the second video, then
The globalist plot to microchip your kids has now been revealed. Watch this video before it is deleted. The World Economic Forum has come out and said they want to put microchips into your children and you. You heard me correctly. The globalists want to microchip your kids. Mark of the beast, anyone? I'm Gary Franchi, and your freedom's at stake. Get the news that impacts America. Tap subscribe right now to preserve it. A conspiracy theory no more, as the World Economic Forum is full out promoting chip implants into children and adults for altruistic purposes. Yeah, right. They're attempting to normalize the chip implants like simply getting a hearing aid or a prosthetic limb. But with anything that the World Economic Forum does, there's always ulterior motives. The Daily Caller writes, a dystopian nightmare is here, billed as a superpower to help children. That's according to the World Economic Forum. A guest article contributor, Kathleen Phillips, Vice President of Research and Development at IMEC, discusses how the World Economic Forum is always looking forward to human development instead of focusing on fixing current problems and the future of augmented realities, using implants, as Phillips terms, as she calls them, for healthcare and security as the focus of the article. So what's the issue? Well, she makes it seem like microchips will be part of everyday life in the future. Let's see what Klaus Schwab said in 2016 about microchipping.
Aujourd'hui, au bout de ça, on parle de puces qu'on pourra s'implanter. Ce sera quand ça?
Certainement dans les 10 années à venir. Et d'abord, on va les implanter dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables, comme on le dit. Et après, on pourrait s'imaginer qu'on les implante dans nos cerveaux ou dans notre peau. Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital. Ce que nous voyons, c'est une sorte de fusion du monde physique, digital et
The World Economic Forum wants to equate the normalization of microchipping children to the same as getting hearing aids. The World Economic Forum writes, is the world moving towards a brave new world? It may sound scary, but chip implants are part of the natural evolution of wearables. Hearing aids and glasses are no longer stigmatized. In addition to being accessories, they're also considered fashion items. Implants will also become commodities. You see, the globalists at the World Economic Forum, they want to microchip your kids. They bill it as a superpower and are attempting to normalize chip implants like simply getting a hearing aid. Are they trying to normalize the mark of the beast? The Bible says that in the end times, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. This should send chills down your spines. But fear not, my brothers and sisters, our redemption draws near. Is this a sign we're living in these last days? Regardless, as Christians, we need to be aware of what's happening in the world around us and not be lulled into complacency by thinking this is just normal. We must.
I call myself Chip Girl because I have an RFID chip inside of my. I call myself Chip Girl because I have an RFID chip inside of my hand that unlocks things around our house. Today, somebody asked me what I can open with my hand, so I'm going to show you. This is also a door that it opens. We've also got that door's a little bit harder to open, but we've got a snack cupboard. We've got another door that it opens. It also opens our bedroom door, as well as our office, as well as the drawers in our office. This is our nightstand, which can also be opened with a chip. Our closet is chipped. And this is really cool. We can chip all of the doors. Look at it.
Salaki, I'm gonna play it back. I just gotta say this. You just fucking lazy. You wasting time. You could have opened the door first. You want to put your hand up and then you wasting time. That's laziness, bro. Like, come on. Like, if this the perks of pleasures of sin for a season, just open the door. Like, come on, man. But they're using anything to make it seem sexual. Salaki, I just had to say that, because it's stupid though, bro. You could have just open the door right there, but you put your hand up. That's another second or two added on to what you're trying to do. Less convenient. Salaki, bro. I just had to say that. I'm gonna play it. Let me shut up.
That's the start though, because eventually it's gonna they have it now. An article came out 1 or 2 months ago where a dude got the grain. Yes, yeah, a little echo. But he got the grain in his hand, but he was able to program it to his Tesla.
Right.
So they opening doors in their car, but next thing you know, now they starting the car. Now they, doing the technology for the chip is already usable, man. It's already out there. But the doors, that's just the basic stuff, But I get what you're saying.
Right, yeah, bro. And you're trying to make it look appalling, so make it look, look at,
yeah,
she laughing around the house. Yeah, it's cool. Nah, ho, that's MOTB.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'll finish this video out there. We close out, brother.
This is our nightstand, which can also be opened with a chip. Our closet is chipped. And this is really cool. We can chip all of the doors. Look at it. We can even lock up our towels. See? What the? The chip locked my makeup room? Chip guy has an even cooler chip. He's got a dual chip. And he can hold information like a website or a social media page. Okay, back to unlocking things. Here's another door that we can chip. This is another chip to get into our summer closet. And another door. We also chipped the gym. And the elevator. What the tech? Oh, whoopsies, I unlocked. Ta-da! We also chip locked our gift wrapping room, which is a complete mess. We've also chippied the hallway and the cinema room. Oh, I almost forgot. We have these RFID vent safes. Each of the kids has their own, so they can hide their own treats and their siblings won't eat it. Chip Hope, I think there's more, but I'm running out of time. Chip Girl here, we got a ticking house.
Hey, so that means they kid got the chip. If they got separate storage for each of their kids that can only be accessed by the chip, what you gotta put 2 and 2 together, man.
Right. And a dog got it.
Hey,
they got a big ass house though.
Hey, he's all living good, man. He's all living good, bro. But yeah, brothers, this is where we're heading, man. Hey, man, I pray that brothers are watching, man. There's a lot came out in this lesson. But this is where we're heading in the world, brothers. So it's a very imperative that that we lock in as believers and just keep praying to the Lord, bro. Because this ride gonna get real bumpy and real shaky, man. But we have your help by our shots, so there's nothing to fear, man. Real talk. So, brother, any closing precepts or statements?
Yeah.
Now we can close out. Come on, brother.
This is Sirach 31, verse 3. It says, "The rich hath great labor in gathering riches together, and when he rested, he is filled with his delicacies." So the elites, they're already planning for this transition. Even so, upper middle class, as you just saw, Chip Girl, they planning for the transition of going digital, man. So it said, "The rich have great labor in gathering riches together, and when he rested, he is filled with his delicacies. The poor labor in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy. He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof." It said gold had been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present, man. So a lot of people that are putting in efforts to be ahead of the curve, as they'll say, or even Jake that's behind the game that's still trying to get in the digital game, man. It say gold have been the ruin of many, and their distraction was present, man. You not following after the true riches, which is the spiritual riches, man.
Right.
Yeah. Hey man, hey, so with that, I pray that you brothers and sisters edified. Lord willing, be back next week. You know what I'm saying, with a live, Lord willing. Once again, we're gonna give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, the abundance unto the apostle and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Water for y'all brothers with those precepts. I like it when you get them all. You know, brothers is going in. And the water, you know, for everybody for tuning in. How about Shemel Shah Brakatham? And with that, Shalom.
Shalom. My Bible ball.